Imagine stepping into a world where the rain is metal and the air could melt lead. This is Venus, Earth's twin in size but a nightmare in conditions. In the race to find new homes in our solar system, Venus often comes up as a candidate. But what if I told you that living there would be like trying to survive inside a volcano? Venus, often dubbed Earth's sister planet, hides a lethal secret beneath its clouds. With surface conditions that can crush, burn and poison, is it really a place we can ever call home? When we talk about Venus, the first thing to understand is its extreme temperatures. Imagine a furnace, now multiply that heat. Venus has surface temperatures that can reach up to 900 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot enough to melt lead and even some common metals used in spacecraft. This kind of heat isn't just uncomfortable, it's outright destructive. Moving on, there's another aspect of Venus that's equally brutal. Its atmospheric pressure. It's 92 times greater than what we experience on Earth. To put that into perspective, it's like being nearly a kilometer underwater. At such depths, submarines are at risk of being crushed. This intense pressure poses a massive challenge for any kind of machinery or habitat we might want to set up there. And then there's the air, or rather, what passes for air on Venus. It's a thick, toxic cocktail, mainly of carbon dioxide with clouds of sulfuric acid. Breathing it is out of the question. This atmosphere isn't just hostile to human life, it's corrosive to almost all forms of technology we could bring there. Every electronic and mechanical system we rely on would be under constant threat in such a harsh chemical environment. Turning our focus to technology and logistics, landing on Venus presents a unique set of challenges. The planet's dense atmosphere, thick with clouds and gases, makes a safe landing incredibly difficult. Historical missions to Venus have faced numerous problems, from being crushed by atmospheric pressure to being cooked by the extreme heat. Most didn't last more than a few hours on the surface. This highlights the monumental task of not just landing but also operating any kind of machinery on Venus. Communication is another hurdle in dealing with Venus. The distance between Earth and Venus causes significant delays in transmitting messages. In a situation where immediate response is critical, these delays can be disastrous. Imagine trying to control a rover or deal with an emergency on Venus. The time lag in getting information back and forth could mean the difference between success and failure. Additionally, Venus lacks essential resources like water, making survival there even more challenging. Any colonization effort would have to deal with the enormous task of transporting and recycling resources from Earth. This isn't just about convenience, it's about survival. Without a reliable source of water and other vital materials, sustaining human life on Venus becomes an almost insurmountable challenge. The hostile environment of Venus poses significant health risks. The extreme heat and toxic atmosphere can have devastating effects on the human body. Prolonged exposure to such conditions, even with protective gear, could lead to severe health problems. Studies have shown that living in harsh environments can result in everything from respiratory issues to severe stress on bodily functions. This makes Venus not just uncomfortable, but potentially life-threatening. Besides physical health, the psychological impact of living on Venus would be immense. Being confined in a small space, isolated from Earth, and surrounded by a hostile environment can take a toll on mental health. Research from space missions and polar research stations has shown that prolonged isolation can lead to issues like depression, anxiety, and decreased cognitive function. The psychological strain of living on Venus, far from home and in constant danger, would be a serious challenge for any human inhabitant. The idea of colonizing Venus brings us face to face with a significant ethical dilemma. Is it morally justifiable to send humans to a planet where the environment is potentially lethal? The risks involved in trying to inhabit Venus are enormous, and they raise serious questions about the value we place on human life. While exploration has always involved risks, knowingly sending people to a place where survival is next to impossible pushes the boundaries of ethical decision-making in space exploration. Moreover, any attempt to modify or adapt to Venus's environment would have its own environmental impact. We need to consider the lessons learned from Earth's history, like deforestation and climate change, which have had profound and often detrimental effects on our planet. Altering a planetary environment, especially one as volatile as Venus's, could have unforeseen consequences, not just for Venus, but for our understanding of planetary ecosystems as a whole. While the idea of colonizing Venus offers an exciting vision for the future of space exploration, it's fraught with challenges that go beyond the technical. The health, psychological, ethical, and environmental considerations present significant hurdles. As we continue to explore the possibilities of space, it's crucial to approach these ventures with caution, responsibility, and respect for life in all its forms. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative and engaging, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay curious and keep exploring.